You're probably using AI to create, to plan, to research for your podcast episodes. And in this video, I want to show you how you can, in combination with AI, also automate the processing and uploading, publishing stage of your podcast by uploading the edited episode here into a Google Drive folder. And then from this, it will be downloaded, it will be transcribed, the description will be created, the show notes, the title, it will be re-uploaded. And then if you want, you can also already schedule it or publish the whole episode. So whenever you are done, you simply upload it and the rest will be automatically done for you. And I will show you this. We use make.com. That's a automation platform. You can create a free account for this. And then I will guide you through this automation that does all of this for you. Maybe it looks complicated. It's actually quite simple. And you will find the blueprint of this automation for free in the description box. So you can even upload it, connect your own accounts, and then you're ready to run. If you want to build it with me, then I want to guide you through it now, through all the stages and steps and how to do it correctly. And let's get started. Before I show you this, I want to focus on the processing, scheduling stage of a podcast, because most people use AI for like research or scripting, planning for podcast episodes. That's done with ChatGPT, like a regular ChatGPT chat. You type in your questions, your topics, and so on, and then you receive inspiration and you do a podcast episode about it. You record it, and then it's done. Of course, it needs to be edited. There are also tools for it that can already do it automatically for you. But now, in this video and this automation, I want to focus on the other aspects that at least were, to me, the most annoying after I had recorded the podcast and edited it. I didn't want to think again, oh, what can be the title? What can be the description? What is the show notes? What did I mention that I will link in the show notes? And maybe I forgot about it. This will all be done by AI, so you do not need to think about it. And I will show you everything in this automation. So therefore, let's get started. First of all, the workflow starts with the upload of your episode to Google Drive. For this, you need a dedicated folder in which you will upload the files. The files will also in the end be renamed so that they have the title that AI or you will choose. So have a folder in this. You simply upload your episodes and then we will continue from there. Okay, so for this, if you are in make.com, I will show you what I did here and also how to set it up. So for you, you will have a big plus. You can click on the big plus, or here at the bottom on this small plus, you choose Google Drive and then watch files in a folder. Let's put the trigger in this here. Okay, so you need to log in with your Google account. You click on add if you are new to make.com. You can also find a link in the description with extra bonus of tokens to run if you sign up through my link. But no need to do so. The main thing is that you have a make.com account and that you can use this automation. So you simply click on sign in with Google, you log in, and then watch files, you click or you leave by created time, choose your drive, my drive, and then you click here to choose folder, and then it should pop up somewhere, or you can also use the search bar to then type in podcast. Okay, I will find this already here. And all files to watch, and I want to limit it to one so that whenever one episode is uploaded, it will do this for every episode. Maybe you will do this, maybe you upload 2 or 3 episodes all at once, then it will make sure that every episode will be actually done if we choose the limit to 1. You confirm with OK, and then here you click from now on. Confirm with OK, and then whenever you have uploaded the episode, this automation will be automatically triggered. You do not need to press a button somewhere or something. It will automatically start every time. Then you click on the plus, and then you choose once again Google Drive here and download a file. It may be that you need to once again confirm the the authorization for Google Drive with make.com. You simply confirm this. Under enter file ID, you leave on enter manually. And when you click into this file ID here, then you will see this window here popping up, where here, right at the bottom, at the top, you will find file ID, and you click on this, and this will then automatically, whenever this automation run, automatically choose the file that was chosen here as new file when it's uploaded. So it will be automatically updated. All right, so now we have downloaded the file. We need this so that we can create the transcription with ChatGPT. But before we do this, we need now a new tool, and this is called set multiple variables. This we only do once, and this we do right now. So if you're using the blueprint, you still need to enter the details once, because if you have this step in there, then you can duplicate this whole scenario every time for multiple podcasts, and you do not need to build very big automations that are prone to errors. So you click on the plus here, you search for tools, click on tools, and then you click on set multiple variables. It looks like this, and now we click on add item, and we need to define multiple variables. So the first thing is your podcast name. Podcast name, you click on this, you can leave this empty or fill it in. I will show you when we have set all variables. Okay, next we need to set up, and I will show, have a look here. Okay, next thing is language. If you have maybe podcasts or show notes that you want to have in 2 different languages, then you can insert here the language. Or maybe, like I am natively German speaker, the whole automation and setup is created in English. But if you want to have the whole output in German or in Spanish or in whatever language, you put into this field here the language you would like to receive as output. Okay, the next item we need to insert is your email address. In this automation right now, I have created it in this way that the podcast title for this episode, as well as the description, will be sent to you via email. In this video, I can't show you how to upload the episode automatically to Spotify or to any tool that you're using as podcast hosting platform, because there are so many. And therefore, if you're interested in this, you can either leave a comment with your desired platform, or you can click a link in the info box that I created, where you can give me the details about the podcast platform that you're using, and then I can show you how you can also automatically upload and schedule all the publishing stages of your automation. But because there are so many, it doesn't make sense to show it you in this video, because if I show it for one platform, it might be completely different for another one. And therefore, I want to make sure that I can actually give you the right steps. So if you're interested in this, either leave a comment or click the link in the description and fill out the short questionnaire. But for now, we want to have an email address so that we can send everything, the whole output, to ourselves. Okay, so let's see if there was another, file extension. Okay, one more variable we need. So you click on add item and choose file extension. And this has to be the format of your episode that you're usually uploading to the Google Drive folder. So maybe MP3, then you need to insert dot, always with that dot, MP3. Or maybe it's M4A, or maybe it's WAV. I don't know. Probably it's MP3, but we need to insert it once because we need it at a later stage, and I will show you it. Okay, so right now we have set those variables and we can fill them out now once, so they will be automatically used for every time. So here I will podcast name. Of course, I don't have like a podcast right now that I will use, but here you will insert your podcast name, language, let's say German, email address. I leave empty for now. For you, it will be important, otherwise you can't receive the report, and then you confirm with OK. All right, so now we have nearly done everything that we need to do once manually. Now we need to set up the transcription and creation of show notes and so on. So for this, we need the OpenAI module to access ChatGPT. And in the first stage, we need Whisper. Whisper, if you scroll down a bit, you can find here, you can either create a translation or a transcription. We need a transcription of the audio. And then if you have not used make.com before, you need to click add, and then you need to sign up for an API access with OpenAI and need to purchase tokens for around $10. If you do this, then probably the $10 will last you for 2 years. If you publish once or twice per week, it's quite cheap, but you need to do it once. You cannot use your regular OpenAI account because you need a API token. Okay, once you've done this, if you have problems with this, there are so many tutorials here on YouTube where you can simply look it up. Under File, we have automatically already linked the downloaded episode from Google Drive that we want to use and want to create a transcription from. Model, you leave it as it is, cannot even change it. Prompt, you leave empty. Response format JSON is also fine. You simply click on OK to confirm. And now we use this data. The output will be text. And we use this to send it once again to ChatGPT. But now we choose create a completion. Once the window has opened for you, you select create a chat completion here. And then as module, you can choose 4o Mini. This is a very, very cheap module, and for this kind of task, generates very nice results. Now here under messages, you click on add message. Under role, you choose user, and then you insert the following prompt that you will also find in the blueprint. I will quickly go over the structure with you and how to link then the results. But you can customize it now once and then for all for your personal needs. So first of all, we describe the task. This will probably the same for you. Then here we set the title structure. How shall the title be named like? So it can be like a hashtag and then a number or something like this. Then title description, maybe in 5 to 7 words. We will assign rules for this in a minute. And then we have dash podcast name. And to link the podcast name, you can choose it here from the, once again, upcoming window here under podcast name. This is the name that we set previously here in this stage. Then you have guidelines for the episode description. This description is mainly tailored towards websites or blogs that also publish the podcasts or link to them, so that you can use this in addition to your show notes. Here I have created some example rules or guidelines, but you can do this on your own. You can also ask it to create 5 different and unique variations so that you can choose afterwards. This will then, of course, lead to more manual work because you decide first and you would not be able to automatically publish it. Since we do not do this in this specific automation, I have inserted it this way, but if you would like to have it automatically published, then for example, you would need to insert it a little bit different, and you can also provide examples so that an AI can mimic your voice or structure of the texts. Same is true for your show notes and also for general guidelines. In the general guidelines, you will also generate the title and description in the specific language that you're choosing. I have to insert here also show notes. Okay. Then you will have the language that you need, and then you will also need to link the transcript. For this, we choose from the previous module here, text, and it will be automatically inserted. Down here, we want to have the output as JSON code. If you're not familiar with this, you do not need to worry. This is only important to be able to put the output once again into different variables like we did here, so that we can have title as one variable that we can access at a later stage, as well as description and show notes and so on. You can also, if you want, insert here show notes. Okay. All right. Under max tokens, you can put in 0. This will then give OpenAI the flexibility to choose whatever amount of tokens they need and require. Since the module is for 𝗏_mini, you will probably pay around a cent, if even, to use this automation. Okay, now we confirm. We're already coming quite close to the end stages. There are 3 steps left. The first is that we need to parse the code that we have as output. If you do not understand it, don't worry, simply follow my steps. You click on parse JSON, then here under choose a data structure, we click on add and now generate. And under sample data, you copy and paste the text that you have in the OpenAI module here. So, okay, no, it did not work. I show you how I do it. So right at the end here, you choose a start with this opening bracket, and then in the end also with the closing bracket. We go back, click on add, and now we click on generate once again. Put the sample data in and click on generate, and then it should output us already the right structure, which is now the case. We click on save. Now we have saved this data structure, and under JSON string, we choose the result from the previous OpenAI stage. Click on confirm, and now we have done this. If you now want to automatically rename the file from your Google Drive folder in here to the episode title that is generated by AI, you can use the next step that I will show you. But if you have 4 or 5 or maybe 10 outputs as title suggestions, then this won't work. It will still update the title, but then you will have all titles in the name. And then, of course, it's something that you cannot work with. But if you want to have only one title output, then you can rename the following file by clicking on the plus, once again the Google Drive, and then we search for update a file. Now under file ID, you click in here, and then on the first step with this big yellow outputs, we choose file ID, the first ID that we can also choose. And under newly updated file name, this is now where we input here from the previous JSON step title, and then we also choose the file extension. This is the reason why we set it here, so that the title is still working and has the correct file extension. With this done, we click on OK. And now the last thing that's left is that we want to receive all the output. And you click on the plus. You can send it to yourself via email. You can, of course, also choose other ways, maybe Slack or WhatsApp, whatever you prefer. You can choose this module here. For now, I will show you email. Then send an email. Under add recipient. And this is the reason why we set this also in the first stage. Here in this purple module, you will find email address. We paste this in here under subject. You can choose it how you would like to. For example, podcast description. And then you can also link the name of the episode, for example. And then content type, we choose plain text. And then you can put in whatever you want. Maybe because you send it to yourself. Here is the newest output about the podcast episode. And then important that you link here the description. So what you do is click in title, paste in the title, description, show notes. What you can also do, if you like, is if you want to have directly the link to the file, you can put in file. And then once again here in this big yellow C, you choose web view link, this one here. And then you're done. You click on OK. You save here at the bottom. And that's it. You're done. You have set everything up. Once you upload the file here into your podcast folder, this will be automatically triggered and it will work for you. Important, before I forget it, you can test it. For example, you can upload a file in here and then click on run once. And if it's working for you, which it will, if you followed all the steps, then you can also put on the scheduling from on to off. And then this will make sure that it's automatically running for you. Okay, I have now an error because I have the same workflow twice, but for you it will be working. All right, so this is how you can automate the podcast title, show notes, and description generation. I hope you liked this setup. You once again can find the blueprint in the description. And if you like to learn more about the publishing stages, then feel free to leave a comment or click the link in the biography. And if you need inspiration or ideas about the podcast, then I can also recommend you to watch the video that you will see now in the screen. It is tailored towards advertising, but you can replace everything that is about advertising also with podcast. It is about generating unlimited ideas for any topic. So if you follow this and simply exchange advertising with podcast in the descriptions of the prompts, then you also have unlimited ideas for your new podcast episodes. I hope you liked it, and I wish you now lots of joy and success when setting up your automation.